Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching.
There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Off-play action on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parker. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right on the money. Turning it on. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Cyclones are on the move.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. So Baylor's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Lucas. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the Cyclones trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Finds us back in the middle. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here's the pressure. The short hands, it's Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lee. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Makes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
And the Cyclones will try to pick it up on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind center. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Use the play fake, now to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Quick completion on the out route. Really good pickup on 2nd down. Him with 3rd and 2.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space, it's Lee. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Give to the running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Showing the arm strength to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Utah. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Bryant. It's complete to the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. To the air, it's Bryant. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. He wants to change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Williams looking for a man. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
The Cyclones will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the... Tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears send out the punt unit. A high kick trying to pen them deep. On his way back from the 20. And the returner will be brought down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Williams will pass. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bryant. With the catch, it's Lucas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to...
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play, the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. The Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking for the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Baylor! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Hilton. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jackson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. Just keep slinging it. Touchdown, Iowa State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. The give on the inside. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's third and goal and third and long. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Cyclones! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Bears headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throw, it's Bryant. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell.
Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah.
At the 35, he's open.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Makes the catch.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Watson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. He'll throw on third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. On the run, it's Jackson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense...